Welcome to Blue Marble Learning Scene. You are listening to our very first podcast. I am Tara. I am a hydrogeologist by trade who did my education at the University of Guelph in environmental science as a bachelor's and a master's. And since then, I've worked at the university in a research group. I have worked in consulting, and I am currently finishing up my job with a conservation authority to start Blue Marble with my mother.
Hi, I'm Cindy, the mother in this duo. My background is in engineering and education, and I just recently retired after 29 years as an educator and am excited to be part of Blue Marble Learning Scene.
So, you're probably wondering what Blue Marble Learning Scene is. And some days we ask ourselves the same thing because we have so many ideas in our head. But essentially what we are is we have the desire to reconnect humans with the natural environment in a kind, respectful, and a supportive space that encourages exploration and growth. So specifically, Blue Marble Learning Scene aims to offer affordable and interactive hands-on experiences that are inspired by nature to facilitate learning about science, technology, engineering, art, and math. So everything under the sun connected back to nature.
We came up with this amazing idea to reconnect people with nature as I was approaching retirement. I wasn't finished. I love education. I started having some difficulties with my voice and so couldn't continue as I ended my career in teaching. But this is going to provide us with the opportunity to be with people, not just children, but adults as well, reconnect them with nature, which is both of our passions, and just become excited about learning different things.
Now, the one thing that you didn't quite mention is the fact that we've been thinking about what you were going to do once you retire for decades. You've never wanted to just retire. You wanted to retire and move on to something new and fun. So I remember as a kid, elementary school and high school, we were always brainstorming, what's your next thing going to be? And we went to the Children's Museum in Manitoba. And we were like, let's open up one of those in Kingston. And originally it was always just your plan in retirement. And then it was actually when I was working as a consultant where I was really missing the education side of what I used to do, because I used to be a tutor and a teaching assistant in university, and I was a coordinator for Let's Talk Science. And so I was like, I want to jump on your retirement bandwagon.
Which is absolutely amazing. And I think it fits all of our background pieces so well. And it takes that engineering and that love for science and math and education and teaching and conservation and puts it into a form where we get to connect with people on such a simple but so important level to reconnect back to nature.
And I think it's also something that I want to do personally. I remember I used to be so connected to nature, and then you get into the corporate world and you get into doing your daily job, and then, you're sitting at a desk and you come home and you're watching TV, and I'm like everybody. I got into that routine and I'm missing nature. And so this new business is kind of an opportunity to re-inspire myself too. And so it's really interesting. And I'm personally really excited to share this experience with, the city of Kingston and the area. And boy, do we have a lot to share with you, Kingston. We have so many ideas, and the future of this business is going to be bright.
It's absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. We have so much planned. We have a 10-year plan currently that is going to extend for 20, 30, 40 years. But in that plan, we're looking forward to having a storefront as well so that we can be more accessible to people. And it's going to include perhaps some of my kids' museum ideas, because that has never truly gone away for me. And developing and building those actual adventures inside and bringing nature to downtown Kingston as well as continuing online.
And not only are we going to have the storefront, but we're planning on actually doing in-person experiences, bringing these experience packages to educators or just groups of learners across Kingston. And that's basically going to happen as soon as we can safely meet in person with people. But my most exciting part that I'm looking forward to is kind of more at the 10-year plan area, where we're going to buy our own property, build our own building, and have in-person experiences where you're not just confined to a building. You can go out and explore and actually be in nature while we're talking about nature and learning about nature and learning about ourselves with nature helping. I'm just really excited about kind of that big plan, and especially since I want my own little research station there.
I know, she's been talking about this for a long time. So right now we offer a platform online called Patreon.
And we are offering 3 levels of membership starting at $3 US up to $12 US to get some experiences on nature.
And Patreon allows us to offer different levels to the community, to adults, to kids, to educators, to everyone, based on how in-depth they want to go. And some of those activities that I've been having so much fun creating lately are just nature art, going outside, collecting stuff in nature and creating art that can be installed outside in nature as well as in your house to reflect that natural world.
And I can tell you right now, for those of you who may be interested in these experiences and this nature art that we're creating, go for it. Because I haven't done these before, and Mom brings them in, she gets me to help her create them, and I'm having a ton of fun. We created some crazy hair on some aliens. I'll leave it at that. You may want to join to figure it out. I myself have been personally really enjoying creating our nature challenges. They're getting you to question nature again and think about nature in different ways. And it kind of guides you through what you could think of as the scientific process, just in your own backyard and at your own leisure. And so we're so excited with Blue Marble Learning Scene launching in February 2021. It's a little bit weird saying 2021. Not quite there yet. We are recording this pre-2021. But we're so excited for that launch. You'll be seeing us out in the community safely, of course. And we're going to be moving forward with our hearts held in our hands and just so engaged.
But you can join us now if you happen upon this podcast early. Our website is up, although our official launch does not happen until February. And it's www.bluemarblelearningscene, and that's SCENE.ca.
That, and we do have a bunch of free experiences on our Patreon already. So if you found this podcast, you're probably in the right spot already. Just feel free to take a look at what else is offered there. And come February 2021, jump onto one of those memberships or check out our social media. We have Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn, where we will also offer some free experiences and just little facts about nature. But we're super excited to see you all in person or virtually or in the comments. Please let us know what you're interested in nature. And we look forward to learning with you and with nature through Blue Marble Learning Scene.